Following a fire incident at the Afam power generating station that caused partial disturbance of the national grid, the Transmission Company of Nigeria says it has fully restored the nation's grid. Fire erupted at the Afam 5 330 kV bus bar coupler, leading to the tripping of units at Afam 3 and Afam 6, and resulted in a sudden generation loss of 25 megawatts and 305 megawatts, respectively, destabilizing the grid and causing a partial collapse. During the incident, the Ibom power plant was isolated from the grid and was supplying parts of the Port Harcourt region. This further minimized the effect of the system disturbance. TCN is now confirming in a statement that the affected section of the grid has been fully restored and stabilized. Latest report from the National Bureau of Statistics revealed that Nigeria's inflation rate hit 33.2% for the month of March 2024. This represents 1.5% increase from the 31.7% recorded in February 2024. On a year-on-year basis, the headline inflation rate increased by 11.16% from 22.04% in March 2023, while for the month of March 2024 stood by 3.02%, a decrease of 0.10% from February 2024. According to the NBS reports, the rate was driven by increase in food and beverages, coupled with energy and housing costs. Food inflation rate reached 40.01% year-on-year, marking an increase of 15.56 percentage points from 24.45% in March 2023. This surge in food inflation can be attributed to rising prices for items such as garri millet, as well as yam tuber, water yam, and others. On a month-on-month basis, the food inflation rate in March 2024 stood at 3.62%, showing a decline of 0.17% from February 2024. Away from that, Minister of Marine and Blue Economy, Adegboyega Oyetola, says investments in research, innovation, and technology can unlock new solutions for ocean conservation, resource efficiency, and climate resilience, paving way for a more prosperous and sustainable future. The minister was represented by the Permanent Secretary, Olufemi Olorontola, explains that the overexploitation of marine resources, habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change are threatening the health and resilience of ocean ecosystems. Happy Dalawal has more.
The Africa Blue Economy Implementation Plan proposes a way forward to overcome the challenges hindering the implementation of the Blue Economy Strategy. Developed on a 5-year basis, it integrally captures the relevance of Africa Blue Economy components that include activities, implementation timelines, intended outputs, means of verification, and actors. The plan also specifies coordination mechanisms, modalities, and architectures at continental, regional, and national levels. This gathering of stakeholders from across the region, put together by African Union for Inter-African Bureau of Animal Resources, said overexploitation of marine resources, habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change threaten the health and resilience of ocean ecosystems.
The challenges facing our blue economy are multifaceted, ranging from environmental degradation to socioeconomic disparities, overexploitation, habitat destruction, pollution, and climate change. All of these pose significant threats to the health and resilience of our ocean ecosystem. Addressing these challenges require a holistic approach that integrates conservation efforts with economic development initiatives.
It is pertinent to note that this support for the development of national and regional blue economic strategy is an ongoing exercise in a systematic fashion. Hence, eventually, it is expected that all member states of Africa and all regional economic communities that are indeed or in need would receive this support from AU-IBA. within the framework of the Kingdom of Norway support to the implementation of African Blue Economy Strategy in Africa.
They agreed that the challenges requires concerted efforts to promote responsible resource management, mitigate environmental impact, and build resilience to climate change. Habida Lawal, TVC News, Abuja.
Collaboration is key in tackling illicit drugs globally. Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, Brigadier General Buba Madwa, retired, stated this while commissioning a building donated to the NDLEA by the British government. Senior correspondent Ivy Kano has more.
Dignitaries are here to witness the result of a relationship built over the years between the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency and the British government. That culminated into the donation of this operational facility, courtesy of the British government. Taking a tour of the building after the commissioning and handing over ceremony, they said the goal is to see a world free of illicit drugs.
This building complex stands not only as a physical structure, but as a symbol of the enduring partnership between our two nations in the global fight against drug trafficking. It is a testament to what can be achieved when nations come together with a shared purpose and a shared commitment.
Refurbishing this office may feel like a small thing, but as we know, it takes a whole set of different actors, a whole set of different capabilities to address any criminal activity. And this office will play its part in that important fight.
The chairman reiterated the agency's resolve to go after cannabis plantations.
At this time, we are looking at alternatives. We are strategizing on how to control cannabis cultivation in Nigeria through the encouragement of cannabis growers to turn their attention to grow alternative licit crops. And to this effect, an alternative development unit has recently been created in my office.
In the past 38 months, the agency has seized over 7,561 tons of illicit substances, arrested 50,901 drug offenders, including 46 barons, with 9,034 convictions. Though journalists were not allowed into certain parts of the building for security reasons, the British government has promised to continue to partner with the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. Ivy Kano, TVC News, Lagos.